Welcome to AFN Radio Refreshers. I'm MC2 Christopher Snyder, aka DJ Chris. Refreshing. Your radio skills are like anything else. If you don't use them, you'll lose them. In this video, we'll explore what clock orientation is and why it's so important. We'll cover the following topics: simple time delivery, what is clock orientation, time of day context, fun, and interaction. Help your listener know what time it is during a rush drive to work or while they're doing chores around the house. It's a simple but effective way to help your listener know what time it is during their busy day. Time checks should be peppered into your breaks. However, saying the time at the beginning or end of breaks is a very easy on-air crutch a DJ can develop. So stay fresh and avoid sounding formulaic with your time delivery.
And that special menu item won't last for long. Steve Miller Band gets it 7:53 and time keeps on slipping into the future, just like the deadline this Friday to sign up for the Shape Half Marathon. We've got your news and sports in just a few, but first it's time to fly like an eagle.
Time clock orientation is both understanding where you are in your hour in relation to the top of the hour news, spot breaks, news breaks, etc., and how the time of day affects the listener. Per the Eagle Playbook, Part 1, page 6, you can see what elements should play at certain times during your hour. Your affiliate may have their own elements to plug into the Eagle format. Take all of this into account when building your show prep. When you're on the early part of the morning show and people are getting ready for work, time checks are more important than in the later half of your show when they're already at work. Good time clock orientation is knowing traffic is key in the morning. People need to know if they should budget more time into their commute or if they need to avoid their usual route because of an accident. Your morning show should have plenty of traffic updates. Is it raining? Do I need a jacket or an umbrella? Your listener is counting on you to tell them how to navigate their day. If the weather will impact your community, ensure your show prep includes mentions of what that impact will be. Units getting ready to PT will appreciate knowing if it's muddy. They may also be interested in the morning chow hall menu and fitness topics. Thinking of clock orientation in the morning, parents are getting their kids ready and dropping them off at school. Families like to know what the lunch menu at the local schools are to plan their day. This is also a great time to talk about SAT signups, deadlines for youth sports, and calls for volunteer coaches. Maximize this time by pre-recording or scheduling a call-in with an MWR rep, your school liaison officer, or a family readiness group member who can speak directly to these topics. Once people settle into work, the second half of a morning show can begin to transition into more content about upcoming events that provide stress relief or entertainment. The person who just sat down at their desk to an inbox full of emails may appreciate you reminding them of a movie opening on base this week or an upcoming MWR trip. If you're on air during midday hours, you can help listeners with time checks, as people often try to squeeze appointments into their lunch hour and they want to be on time. What's for lunch? Listeners want to know if they should head to the chow hall or the grocery store. The early part of an afternoon show is a great time to promote evening events. People are busy. Remind them how they can relax after work. Before school lets out is a great time to hit key issues that affect service members and their families. Things like policy changes and upcoming base initiatives. Your listeners are working or commuting, so keep them informed with DoD and local updates. As the school day comes to a close, start pushing information that families may find important. Teen center hours, art classes, family readiness group meetings, etc. You're hanging out in the car with families as they pick their kids up from school and head home. Think about what's important to them. Traffic becomes essential again as rush hour picks up. People want to get home and just relax. Keep them informed and entertained. The early evening is a perfect opportunity to remind people of this week's commissary sale or the special meal happening at the recreation center. People are hungry and tired after work. Give them a reason to smile. That soldier that's had a long day at work, they may love to hear that AFN is premiering their favorite show or movie on TV tonight. Check your myafn.net page so you can mention what's on air for your listener. The later part of an afternoon show is a perfect time to integrate contests or interactive questions that bring your listener into your show. Riddles do well later in the evening. People want to feel like they get a win after a long day. Guessing the correct answer to a question can do just that. Clock orientation requires you to think in context of your listener and what's important to them. Build this during your show prep. The more you can reflect what your listener needs in your show, the better you can serve your community. Appropriate clock orientation makes an effective and relevant show. Get creative, try new things, and most importantly, have fun. My, look at the time. I gotta go. Practice makes perfect. Have a great show.